Alrighty, let's get going to the second episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Hint, you can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Okay, cool. Anyway, we are continuing trying to work on Yuri, since I've decided that she is the waifu I'm going for. Let's start off with extraordinary. No! Darn, destiny. Yeah, there we go. Memories? No! Philosophy. Yep. Graveyard? Yeah. Family Ocean Dark? No! Man. Fantasy. Okay, kinda neutral. Bro. Hey, Killa! No spoilers! No spoilers! I'm coming into this blind. Secretive. Yay. Tragedy. Oh, come on! Why is it going for her? Determination, disorient, depression. Why? Horror. Okay, good. Frightening. Good. Grief? Seriously, why is Sayori going with all of those things? Analysis. Try secretive. Oh, depression. Boop. Gilfox loves the game. Awesome. Anyway, go Fowler. Whirlwind headphones. Precious. Boop. Wrath. Fireworks. Pain. How far are you in the game? This is my, this is the second one of these that I'm doing. So we did the intro section, we did one of these, the second section, and now we're doing the second one of these, and then we'll be in the third section shortly. Bubbles, Inferno. Let's go Inferno. Yay! Agonizing, unending, imagination, cute, laugh, anime, lazy, blanket, ambient, time. Agonizing. Good. Yep. Explode, landscape, comfort, nibble, rose, nature, games, misery. Now it's... suicide. There we go. Adventure? Nope. Incongruent. There we go. Intellectual. I hope I got it. Snowball. No spoilers. Cheat sheets are spoilers. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Stabity! Yo, Sayori! Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you, anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No, thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that, all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it! I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. Wah! I give up. Okay, I just see NY saying shut up about spoilers in the chat, so I am conveniently ignoring chat for a moment. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Stabity to let me borrow some money. That's... And don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair game for retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Oh. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. That's... There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Resolution. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayuri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But... You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Pwap! There we go, nice slap. Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... Eh? A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki? That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. She ate the packaging, didn't she? Nope. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot just over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Ew. Yeah, no. Regular cookies are much better than chocolate cookies. Chocolate chips, good. But like chocolate in the dough? Nah, pass. Pass, 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 pass. Anyway, says she has to accept the revolution. Red banners wave. No! The only good kami is a dead kami. Yeah, I got Yuri's first scene before this. And anyways, got his food. Cool. Yuri was so cute. Yes, yes she is. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayuri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayuri off of her. Sayuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouth full, Sayuri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayuri? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the clubroom. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just has something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be this late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But, boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. Well, I missed my last period. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't, really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Stabity. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that, but if the wind would be kind enough to... Let's see, to auto skip load. Is it possible to hide this? Doesn't look like I can hide it. But if the wind would be kind enough to flip your skirt a little bit higher, I would definitely appreciate that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Ah, there we go. H to hide text. Sadly, we're too late. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Guys, I think Natsuki might be gay. She's in the closet. Hey, Yuri. Welcome back, Pro Legend. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was going to make some teas, so, I suddenly realized how weird it is to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me that there's something wrong with helping involve Stabity in club activities? My mouth gapes. Oh, there we go. Take a peek at Monica's legs. There you go. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Stabity. Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Cute thing while reading other club members' poems, it changes the arrangement of the music and the instruments. So cool. And Monica, who's practicing piano, gets a pure piano arrangement. Nice. Snowball wants this. Sweet Orange, Doki Doki Literature Club, Yuri Custom Body Pillow. Cool. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. I just... Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. What was she judging? Stabity. How come even when I do something bad, You're being nice to me. Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Stabity, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Stabity, do you like... Hold on, I'm trying to get that vocal fry back that I was using for her. Stabity, do you like oolong... do you like oolong tea? Ah, yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Hey, Lean Dino Blast, welcome back. Forgot your password, so you had to make a new one. Hey, you can join light flavored on the in that club. Although for him it was his two-factor. Yuri sets the temperature of the kettle to 200 degrees. Oh dear God, hopefully that's not Celsius. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Stabity. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Stabity, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of my... Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have a terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at her sides. She was going to say her breasts. There you go. And yes, Queen does come out on Wednesday for the Data Live folks. As if in sync, we assumed the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Hmm? Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but... You better not finish that sentence. She has the best legs of all the girls here. When she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Okay, accepted. Accepted. Advice Queen. So Data Live will now have awesome rock music. Yes, we can even make movies with it. Here we are, born to be kings. We're the princes of the universe. There we go. Flash, king of the impossible. Do-do-do-t. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. No. That's the one thing you shouldn't worry about. If you accidentally touch it, well, congrats. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. ... After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Feed her a chocolate. Comments. So what would you say the cup size of each Doki is? Reddit thread linked by Snowball. Lean Dinoblast, touch my classmate's boob by accident. Yes. Yes, because the joke fits here, Yuri puts the D's in DDLC. Ha 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 ha. Beautiful. Okay, anyway, continuing on. Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. You know she wants it. Well, in that case, feed her a chocolate, feed her a chocolate. Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then, I take another chocolate, do it, do it, do it, do it, and I hold it up to Yuri. Yes! Ha ha! MC-kun is not a Kinako brain like the Data Live one. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips, as if the situation was completely natural. You know she wants it. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Stabbity. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, You were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I, I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. ... How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. Now you can tell what I was thinking about, because I read that as as noticing her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breasts. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. And credit to the people of these, look. Oh no, she doesn't. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Stabby, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up! And I says, well, it is the rhythm of her breasts. Seem to be dropping frames. See if it's get better outside the scene. Pro Legend got so many friend requests in Data Live. Yeah. Is Kurumi flat? Anyway. Let's take a peek at dropped frames. Yes, we're dropping all the frames. Like 99% dropped frames. See, this is a cry for help for your stream. Yes it is. Yes it is. Jeez. The hell is wrong with my computer? Pro Legend kinda, I heard Cox. Revel check frames. I'm checking frames. 95% dropped in the past 2 minutes. Seriously, what the heck? Why? Why? My GPU's only at 80%. What's causing it? Jeez. Performance. Intel GPU. Okay. It was higher, but it's still not at dangerous levels. I'm so confused. Why is it having these problems? Alright, whatever. Well, first off, we go to Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Stabby, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Frames are good again. Good. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? I don't actually have any friends. Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies. As an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread my hungry curiosity, the raccoon. A wage? Art wage? The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread's always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. Slice the bread, and I feed myself again. When is the rerun happening? Urge Revel. The raccoon, an urge. Ah, there we go. The raccoon, an urge. Okay. Anything hidden on this letter? Because I know I missed something on the first one, apparently. Don't want to miss something on this one if there is. I will take... Hey, Genshi, welcome. Anyway, I'll take the silence as a no. So, we'll keep going. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. It's about killing a raccoon. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Hey, Genshi. What? Pro Legend, how could you read that? I can read cursive, except for urge. Apparently I can't read urge. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Stabby? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Stabby. There really is only one of me. When you're streaming Data Live tomorrow, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. Anyways, had a nasty headache, got some food, less bad. Why tomorrow? That too long. I already streamed some Data Live today, Pro Legend. What do you think it might be she's hiding? A penchant for murdering cute little forest critters. New event in DD, and you know what people complaining? Too hard, make it easier, and later people say bored, nothing to do. Yes, Nenweiss? Genshi, can I seriously slit their throats? Pro Legend, who's looking forward to day live stream. Well, we already did one. Take a look at my videos. Instead of looking at the live, you can jump back and watch today's VOD. It was like 45-ish minutes long. Not the longest, but tomorrow should be a full one. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay. Well, next, let's go to Sayori. Childhood friend and all. Lean Dinoblast, he's streaming behind our back. Ooh! I like this one, Stabby. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? Bring is a villain. He made it so points are useless, and now he's streaming behind our backs. No, Pro Legend, you have discovered my evil plot. Snowball, I can try. We'll see how it works. That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give that rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Stabity. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefingers and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. This one might have a secret. Okay? I'm willing to be spoiled on a secret if it's like something I need to click or whatever on here. But if it's just a, I guess if it's a hidden aspect of the poem itself, then I'll appreciate a hint, but not much more. Although, I really do like this poem. This is a very nice one. Slowly giving away your, Okay, Sayori, this poem is creepy. Yes, it is, Henwise, but a good kind of creepy. I like it. It's all about giving away the happy bits of yourself and getting nothing in return. Take a moment to take in the poem. Okay. I mean, metaphorically, she's digging through her brain, picking out all the nice moments, putting them in jars, or in bottles, giving them away to her friends, and then when her brain is completely gone and empty, she can't even hand the bottles out. They just fall straight out of her hands, because there's nothing in her head. Hence the echo, echo, echo. And think what it means. She feels like she's giving herself away entirely to her friends. It actually matches nicely with what MC-kun was saying earlier, that she's always doing things for other people and not thinking about herself. Pro Legend, I love to make Snowball into a snow cone kid named Snowball. Okay. So yeah, Snowball is going to die. Says, it tell you something about Sayori. Okay. Is it the fact that she's all about giving things to her friends, that her friends only care about what she does to them and never giving things back to her? That's kind of what I gather from this. Alright, I'll be moving forward. Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. Remember, it's the people that are all about making other people happy that tend to have the most mental issues. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Snowball says you're dense like a MC-kun. Okay, Snowball. Sure. I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Well, that is a death flag if I've ever seen one. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes made it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who next? Well, time for Natsuki. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. She is depressed. Snowball, that's literally what I was saying about the people that want to make other people happy are the ones with the most mental issues. How could you not see that? That's what I said. I mean, one of the things I said. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep-sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Don't tell me! You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty... Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean... I mean... Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Natsuki obviously hates Yuri. Yes, she does. Wait, so I don't even get to read her poem. Interesting. Monica. Hi again, Stabby. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe you'll soon come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. All right. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I've noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. Eh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Here, a peek at Monica's legs. Ooh la la. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Let's see here. Pro Legend is bring Stabby, he's been going undercover. Nice theory, Lean Dino. She has a husbando. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. Of meaningless. Okay. Well, that's pretty darn, nihilistic. Save me. And then there's load me. Oh, that's interesting. Does Monica know that she's actually in a game? That you can save and you can load? Does she know that she's inside of a computer? Although mine isn't a gamer rig, so it doesn't have any RGB. Snowball says, look. This poem sounds like a direct reference to computer graphics and music. Yes. That is a good point. Snowball, yes. Sounds like, yeah, sounds like she knows she's inside a computer game. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you didn't like it, if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Load me was a secret. Load. Bring us... Yes, I am ignoring that. Load was a secret. Load. Do I need to hit load? Is it too late now? Lean Dinoplast. Okay. See you later, Lean. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each one of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we'll also be going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting out on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Snowball says no. I am banging my head off the wall. You see the text load me was the secret. What was I supposed to do? Click on it, Snowball? I thought I did click on it just to check if there was anything you could do with it. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of the club. Anwai says, no, he means the fact of scrolling down that far was the secret. Okay. Okay, Anwai, yeah, I scrolled down, I saw it. That was the secret, just scroll down far enough. No, you just keep that in your mind, nothing else. Okay, very good. Thought there was like something you'd need to do, but very good. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with the others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. That did not come out right. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying real hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Whoa! Another death flag! Earlier we had one for Sayori, now we have one for Yuri, or, well, I guess maybe more than one, but... Go. We're getting close to Act 2. Pro Legend, do you play as a boy or a girl? Snowball says boy, only boy. Okay, got confused there. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh, no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before? Or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Wow! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden! Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? Snowball says, Stab, get ready to have your files open, but don't get into any folders. Okay. As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she would bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Wow, I even called it. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Stabity liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. A little finger triangle. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay! Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Stabity. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Stabity lowers everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki? It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Solution to feeling awkward? Don't feel awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style and works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you'll all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all the effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. No, excuse me. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Oh, whoops. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Stabby. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Hmm? Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh, lovely. You know what? Let's be a little bit cheap. There we go. You know, we should make Sayori happy. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Eh? But... she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Stabby. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I wanted to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? There we go. And let's save again. Okay. Well, that's it for today. Not doing another one, as you can tell from the yawning. I need some sleep. Oh, thank you guys for sticking around. Doki Doki's kind of nice. I mean, it's kind of still, I don't know, I don't want to say it's not getting deep, because some of those poems have been pretty nice. But yeah, that's that. We'll see what this cute little cute little visual novel that absolutely has nothing to do with any sort of horror or messed up theme or anything. Snowball would continue. Yes, I'm sure you would. However, I will not. I will see you guys again next week, Monday, 8 p.m.-ish Pacific. We may end up having a little bit of data live beforehand, like today, or maybe we'll just start right at 8. And hopefully not have stupid, stupid game issues. Computer issues, rather. Using up too much of my GPU. Oh yeah, and we got